there is one big mistake most meditators do, and so they waste lots of time. First of all, it is very important to regain the access to the meditation, to the inner being. Stay until the end to understand the whole and to get more meditation energy. Okay, how to stay in meditation the whole day, if possible. Thing is, you have to care that the mind calms, and whenever you feel meditation energy, you have to care at the same time to maintain this energy. That's actually all, and we could end the video. See you next time. No, just joking. Now it really begins. From the very beginning in the morning, many of you suffer still because maybe there was a dream, maybe the sleep was not good enough. Anything is disturbing in the morning. That's why most people can better meditate in the evening. Although it is good to do it in the morning, that would be the best case if you are possible. If you are able to meditate in the morning, lucky one, because in the evening, try to keep it because that's the best thing. But if not possible, we have to arrange now that we get the access to the meditation first. And so what I do and what I can recommend is in the very beginning in the morning, just after waking up, even before the mind starts to speak or anything like that, there is a small gap between waking up and before the mind starts to chatter, before the mind starts to talk. And in this small gap, it would be possible to go very close to the enlightenment, to go in this kind of no mind. But as it happens so many times, we overjump this gap and the mind starts to chatter, the mind talks. And to then save the day, we have to start with the meditation. First of all, try only to feel the awareness. If there is the awareness there, it can happen that there is still kind of a higher awareness and you can still get easy access. That would be the best case because then there is no more work anymore. If you have then time, you can just stay in the awareness for many hours and just continue developing further and further, just keeping up this awareness. Always start with the most simple thing. Don't go in any difficult meditation practices or yoga or any of these, because many practices require even to think. And whenever you think about a meditation that you have to do this and you have to sit there and then you have to arrange this, when you arrange so many things for the meditation, this is an obstacle because meditation is about not thinking, the true meditation. But when you have to arrange so many things before you can meditate, and even while meditating, when you have to do things, like for example, in the bodily yoga, this could be for many an obstacle. Just take the most easiest things. Whenever there is after the waking up in the morning, not the actual waking up, we will continue and we will reach it, but only in the morning, after waking from the unconscious sleep. Just try to go in the awareness. Maybe it is there, and then you can sit for hours. Just be there. And then actually that is really all. But if it's not there and you feel kind of a chaos, maybe there are many thoughts arising, especially in the morning, many emotions, maybe still from an unconscious dream or so. There could be many disturbances in our mind. And then if the awareness doesn't come, and you can't meditate automatically, then you have to do something. For this, there is one video to focus the mind first, and that is very essential because it is 1,000 times better to have only one thought instead of many. Because when there is only one thought, the mind is much clearer instead of having many thoughts, which are even unconscious, but you feel there are many things happen in the mind. You don't even are aware enough to see what all things are, but there are so many activities in the mind. But when you focus it with the help of the previous video, then your mind will get a clear, straight thought. Even still, it is not in the no mind. Still, it is there thinking, but it's only one thought. And there we have more control about, instead of having many, or maybe a mix of unconscious and conscious ones. This would be a worst case, so we have to focus it first. And later on, after focusing the mind, after calming the mind, we can, of course, again, the most easy thing first, just sit down and try to meditate out of nothing, with no extra activity, with no extra requirement, no extra expectation, not a special place, not to think about so much. Just sit there and relax and try to go in this awareness. That would be even enough. You will then already feel that it is feeling very much more comfortable because the mind is calm. After the sleep, maybe it was not so calm, but after focusing it, then it is calm. But if the very simplest thing again still doesn't work, because then you are aware still about the thought, maybe from focusing you are still having this one thought, maybe it's continuing, trying to create a new book, trying is still in the storyline of a movie or whatever is related to the recommendations from that video. Still the mind thinks something. You are very aware that it's there, but you are not in the awareness to observe it, and you are not in the higher awareness, and you can't get the access. So what to do then? Of course, again, we do the next easiest thing, not the heaviest. So the next one is only to change the place. Sometimes it's even enough to change the place. If you tried on a certain meditation place, then you take another place, as I said in another video. Sometimes that is enough. Don't do any extra activities. We will come to activities in a minute, but for now, it's enough only to change the place. The next thing is, if the place change in the house doesn't work, you leave the house, go in the nature, and try another place. So why to give so much extra effort when we have so many easy opportunities? Much more effort is not needed because this could also distract. And that's why I say always the easiest. If sitting then in the nature or somewhere else doesn't work, then we can do something, we can go in an activity. And here I can recommend to go for a walk. This can also help. It depends. For some people it is better in the forest because to reduce the distraction. But for some it doesn't matter if it's in the city or somewhere. You just go for a walk, you try to be aware of the body, of your steps. You try to observe yourself even. And if then the awareness comes, lucky one. Walking still was very easy, and now when walking doesn't work, we can now take things which are not that simple, but still simple enough to not distract the mind, to still try to calm the mind. And this would be easier in the house because distraction is low there, hopefully, if you are not living in a huge family with many TVs or that. So it is good to have a relatively calm house. Also, the surrounding is important. If not possible, you do it in the nature somewhere. It is always good to be anonymous, not that people know you and try to talk with you and try to influence you when you try to meditate. So always you try to be separated from society. But if you live alone, perfect. And what you do then is you can do something else. You can sort things, or if you like, you can clean things. And you can, of course, it is always important to observe yourself while doing it. Even the thoughts you can, while cleaning, maybe thoughts arise. What is this for a silly work? Why must I do this? Can't I employ someone for that? Things like that. You just observe the thoughts, and when you are already in observing and become aware about the observer, then you can get the access to the higher awareness. But you must not become a cleaner or something. You can do many small things. You can open nuts. I always have nuts here, but basically I'm too lazy to open them, to eat them, buy something different for eating. But always I collect nuts when I'm at the parents, and I have so many nuts here. But then for meditation purpose, I only sit and open nuts. Not for eating, I eat them later, but only opening them, feeling them, enjoying the noise when they open, and then sorting them after I have peeled. Even the peeling process, you can be very aware, not about the process itself. It is the thing that this is an easy work and you can observe yourself. It's not about observing the nut or kind like that. This is only to go in the body awareness first. That's why we do something. And when we come in the body awareness, we can also later on go in the mind awareness and become the observer from the higher consciousness. Only to get the access to the meditation, the true meditation. And there are 1,000 possibilities. You can also take an old hobby. It's important that's an old hobby, because when you try a new hobby, you will be a newbie, and a newbie doesn't know many things. And so a newbie has to read a lot and has to learn a lot. And learning something new is an obstacle for the meditation, because then you have to think or to read, and then mind is entangled in learning something new. But meditation is, you can say, anti-learning, learning of knowledge, anti-learning of knowledge, but you learn something of awareness. And it's very different. You can say it's the opposite from learning of knowledge. So that's why I say take an old hobby, which automatically goes on, which is going unconsciously. The subconscious just does it, and then you can become the observer. That's why I say take an old hobby. Even it must not be easy, it can also be a difficult one, but when it's old for you and you are very good in it and it really goes automatically, then you can even use a difficult thing. But only then, and not learn something new, please, because that is the biggest failure. There is one last and very important point, because many meditators meditate for hours, for days, and actually they don't meditate. It is for many meditators only a try. So they try to meditate and they sit for many, many hours, and still there are many thoughts, many emotions, and that is a waste of time. So you should not waste your time like that. That doesn't mean you don't have to meditate. Still, we try, but when it doesn't work, we should shift. We should try something else, as mentioned in the previous point. But here is this discrepancy, which is now the important part, and that is don't switch too often. On the one hand, it is a waste of time. When meditation doesn't work, then we should try it in another place or while another activity or things like that. But when shifted too often, it is also not good, because sometimes it happens that after a while, after a period of time, maybe after minutes, maybe after an hour, it can happen that meditation begins while doing a different thing. So we should give it a little chance. Just to try it only 5 minutes or 10 minutes is sometimes not enough. Sometimes it's enough. You must also go in a kind of an awareness. You must feel it. If possible, you can feel it. You can try to feel. You will learn yourself more and more what really helps and what not helps. It can happen that on one day a thing works and on the next day not. Our mind is very tricky here, so we also have to be tricky, and we also have to arrange our day so free that we can try several things each day when meditation doesn't work, that we can switch, but not too often. We should also stay for a while.